Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be learning how to create the if statement in Python. The if statement in Python allows us to make decisions in our code. Let's say we want to do something with the user's input. We can say if user input is equal to this, then print out this. Or if the user's input is equal to this, then do this. So we are allowing our code to now make decisions by using the if statement. So keep watching to create if statements. To get started coding, I recommend going to replit.com. On here, we can type our code and run it super easily. To start creating our if statements, we're going to use the input function along with the f string. So we're going to use the input function because we need to get info from the user, and the f string lets us print it out exactly how they typed it in. And if you haven't already watched a video explaining how to use these, please click the video above. Let's start creating if statements. I'm going to get started with doing something kind of simple. This is going to ask the user for their favorite color. And we're going to use the input function in Python to get user input, and we're going to ask the user, hi, what is your favorite color? Let's create another input. We're going to ask the user, what is your favorite fruit? So we're going to create our variable, favorite fruit, use the input statement, and ask the user, what is your favorite fruit? Now, I like to leave a space after our sentence. I just like to give a little space there, and I'll show you why. As if you can see that when we do type in pink, the second line gives us a space, and it looks more neat and more organized, so just leave a little space at the end of your sentence. Let's start the if statement. So we're going to say if favorite color is equal to. So two equal signs mean is equal to. So if favorite color is equal to pink, print out that's my favorite color too, and then put a little smiley face. So that's what our user is going to see if they type in pink as their favorite color. Okay, let's say that our user doesn't type in pink as their favorite color and they type in a different color. We're going to say else print nice color choice with the exclamation mark. So this is the other option if our user decides to not put in pink. Then this will be the output. Let's create another if statement. For this one, I'm going to use favorite fruit. If favorite fruit is equal to strawberries, print I love strawberries. And I thought it would be kind of cool to put this in all capitals. And then a little heart. Okay, and I'm gonna put else. Make sure that else aligns with if. Print. We're going to add our f string. Grab favorite fruit. So we're going to string favorite fruit are so yummy. Perfect. Let's go to our console and we're going to run what we have so far. So we have, hi, what is your favorite color? And I'm going to put pink. And then what is your favorite fruit? And I am going to put in pineapple. And it says, that is my favorite color too. Pineapple are so yummy. I'm going to change this statement a little bit. I'm going to type something else. I'm going to say is one of my favorites. Great. Now I'm going to run this again with our new revised statement. So let's see how this one prints out. Great. I am going to fix the output. I want this input to be after the first if statement to clean up our code a little bit. For example, it's going to print that's my favorite color too first, and it's going to ask us for our favorite fruit. So this looks a little bit more neater. I'm also going to space out the if statements just to organize the code because now it's getting a little bit more complex. I'm just going to organize this. Moving forward, if I type in pink with a capital P, it gives us nice color choice. Now, our expected output was supposed to be that's my favorite color too. So why does it do that? It's because it is a capital P. The dot lower function converts all characters in a string to lowercase. So we did have an uppercase P, so that's going to convert it to a lowercase p. And that will give us the correct expected output. Okay, let's try it now again and see how it goes. Perfect. That's my favorite color too. We are also going to use another function in Python. For our strawberries, it says if favorite fruit is equal to strawberries, and if you look closely, the strawberries is with the uppercase S. So if we type it in with the uppercase S, it gives us the correct response. But if we do a lowercase s, then it's not giving us the correct response. So how do we fix that? We can use another function called dot title. So the dot title function in Python capitalizes the first letter of each word in a string. So because we have strawberry saved with a capital S, and we type in strawberries with the lowercase s, it will save it as if it has the uppercase S, and that's how we get the correct output. I put my dot title function, dot lower function after our input sentence. So make sure you do that if you're getting user input and you want to change or modify the inputs that the user is putting in there. Okay, so I would like to fix my output a little bit for our favorite color. Instead of nice color choice, I'm going to string whatever the user typed in as their color. So if they type in blue, it will say blue is a nice color. So we're going to copy favorite color, string it, and since that is defining our input and the user types their input in, it saved it under favorite color. So whatever they type in for their favorite color, it will string it to this sentence and output it. So I'm just going to fix this up a bit. Perfect. And run it again. And we will type in our favorite color. And great, it gives us yellow is a nice color choice. So it got exactly what they typed in and then printed out in that sentence. So yeah, everyone, that was it for today's video. In the next video, we are going to be using functions and we are going to learn how to get two inputs from the user. So instead of just getting one input and asking the user what is their favorite color, we can now get two inputs. We can get their favorite color and their favorite fruit. So this will be for our next video. Please like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.